Hey guys, hey, hey guys, hey guys, they look great, they feel nice. At my shop, hey guys, what's up? Hey guys, you know, for that weird friend you got, all these things behind you. Behind me, actually. I hope they're not behind you, they could be. Did you buy it already? Hey guys, what's up? You got canvas prints, you got stickers, all sorts of stuff to make yourself and your friends laugh, and your family. Make everybody laugh. Please laugh. They feel nice. I painted a fluffy astronaut in training. Bad kitty, get down. I painted a space cat on his first mission. He'll be fine. I painted a cat enjoying the view. Those astronauts are in trouble. I painted an epic space battle. Get it? Get it, kitty? I painted a curious traveler. Does it go this way? I painted a majestic space scene. What is he doing?
But if you look deeper, you'll start to realize that it's actually an analogy for your subconscious. The startled, helpless cat represents the apprehensive aspect of your personality as the calm, rational, and securely fastened in, logical center of your mind attempts to provide guidance in the right direction. Are you even paying attention?
Hey guys. I got a lot of new stuff. There's nothing quite like the gift of laughter. Anyway. I have too much crap. Just get him something weird. You don't need to stress about it. Hey guys, we got some I got so much new stuff for y'all.
Oh, what's up? It's a new stream. That's exciting. Are you excited? I'm excited. We broke the seal yesterday with our painting, and now we get to well, you know, the steel's broken is all I'm saying, so smooth sailing. It's the hardest part to start. It's a good rhyme. You could have that one, Dr. Seuss. But yeah, so it's good to get started. Now I'm started. Now we just gotta finish. That's the easy part. Most people see, this is how I know that starting's the hardest. It's because you never want, actually, never mind. I realized halfway through that my analogy was backwards. Because, see, people always start new things, they don't finish things. So, just scratch all that. Forget it. Messed up that analogy. I tried to see, the funny thing too is I realized as soon as I started saying it, and I'm like, I'll just power through it. We'll find a way to spin it and make it work. So I had to bail. Oh well. So anyway, here we are again. We have done some good moon work. It was a little rough in the beginning, and it's not great yet, but I think I got a process, we got the process now. I gotta clean up some of the back. Hopefully the back will be the worst, because it's where I started. So I'll have sucked the most at that point. That's at least the theory. Alrighty then. Hope you're having a good day. It's still too cold. Still too cold. I don't like it. Where's the summer? Now, I have a thermometer in my right here next to me, and it says it's 73, but that's a lie. There's no way. How do you know if your thermometer is calibrated? How do you calibrate a thermometer? With other thermometers, but then how do you know if those are calibrated? And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you got to calibrate it with boiling water, Luke, because everyone knows that the boiling point is consistent. So you boil water and then you calibrate your thermometer. I know, but you can't do that with one of these. You know, look at this. It's like one of these. What am I going to put this in a pot? So anyway, it says 73. Feels about 40. So it feels. I don't like it. Not about it. Hopefully we sort of work up a sweat with our painting, you know? Just the high intensity of our painting. It's my only hope. I don't know, juice here. We're gonna need more juice soon. Low battery. Crap. All right. Well, I've got a device. What do you call it? A tablet device. But the battery isn't good enough to keep it running. You know what I mean? Like it has to be like all the way. Like it can't just sustain itself. It uses more power than it charges. What the hell? It's okay, I've got to back up. We got to back up. No problems. It's important to be prepared. That's what I always never have said. All right, I don't even think I'm gonna go into this. We got to smooth out some of our work from yesterday. It's not the best work. I'm gonna be honest. Not the finest of quality craftsmanship, paintersmanship that I did yesterday, but we were getting a feel for it. So it's my excuse. So you run into an issue sometimes if you overwork stuff. Paint becomes hard to work with. So you can't go crazy. And I think I went crazy. Let's see the problem there. Okay. How do I see this background here is just a nightmare. There's a balance you want to strike between accurate shading and non-messy brushstrokes. It's quite a challenge of a balance. We should see also the problem is I got a little carried away, and you really gotta well, you know what, here's what happened. When you start, you gotta paint a bunch of stuff so that you know, so you could judge where you're at with your colors. And so you can't know until you go, and thusly it's inevitable that your first stuff is going to be a little messy, because you gotta like work through it. And this is what I say to myself at night so I could sleep. It's okay, you just had to work through it. It's true though. So hopefully the messy stage is behind me. I feel like it's already working. I don't know. It's too early to tell. Probably. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, huh? Where does that phrase come from, don't jinx it? Is that a person's name, Jinx? And they were always just like ruining shit? So then there was like eventually like, oh, Jinx, you know, don't jinx it. Like Jinx. Is that a name? I feel like that's a Pokemon. Imagine fucking up so hard that you just become synonymous with like a thing, or you know, your name just enters a lexicon. I'm gonna assume it's a name. I do kind of also think it's a Pokemon. Okay, alright. That's a thing. Once you figure out the logic of the thing you're doing, it all falls into place. It's pretty straightforward, you know? One side of it's bright and the other side of it's dark. Easy. Tends to be how light works. I had to move that hill there a little bit. It's a little weird, that hill. The hills are too symmetrical. I feel like they're just bumps. They need to be more differenter, you know? Should just pop some extra stuff around here. How about we do that? Yeah. Could cheat. That might be useful. Let's need some. Something.
All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper.
Singing.
Bad guy, he
I'll have none of this.
ready for whatever. I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun. Your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. The comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chilling in the desert, I'm good under pressure. Stick around, let me hold it down. Look at what we found.
Okay. Alrighty. Feels alright. I'm gonna do some surgery up here on these hills from the top. They're too bumpy. They need to be more moony. They're just missing a certain moon quality. So I think I'll sort of cut them down a little. This might be a bad idea, actually. To be sparing. Well, it was easier said than done. Oh well, maybe not. Forget it. It's kind of hard to get the right edge, turns out. Might be one of those details that when I look back at it, it's not a big deal. And if that's not the case, nothing I can do about it. Thank you, Tenderloin. We've only just begun. It's really an illusion how much that's done. Right. See, now I looked into this, Jack Tenderloin, and I appreciate the bits, but this is a new Twitch feature. So like there's a few things you can do. You have set up for your channel. You got like emotes, you got channel points, right? So you can, so the more you're watching, you get channel points, and then you can pick like rewards for the channel points. So obviously if you look, you can see like what you can do with the channel points. All the things that I set myself. They're all relevant to whatever, my shit. But there's this brand new section that just popped up. Since I've been here last on Twitch, with these fucking random things, like this on-screen celebration and it's mandatory, and I can't turn it off, and I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't get that. Is it? I mean, all I can think that it is I celebrate. Thank you. Woohoo! I thank you for the thing. Is that? Oh, like, I see you got an emote there. Did you pick that emote? Was that supposed to like? Also, there's no way I can integrate that into my like, you know, like my alerts and shit. As far as I know. So I don't know what the fuck that is, and I can't turn it off because I tried. Are you satisfied? There's a few other options that are like pretty clear. You are satisfied? Okay. As long as you're happy, go to town. It's kind of redundant, you know? You just give me 40 bits and I'll say the same shit, you know? I'll be like, thanks for the bits. There's this little star here just in the butthole of these two mountains. It's right in the crack. I'm not sure. Oh, there's another one in that crack too. It was not intentional. You know, there's a lot of, they all just fell into the cracks. I must have done that subconsciously. Not sure if I like it. Okay, I better move on. Better move on quick here. Although I can tell that this hill doesn't have appropriate highlights. It's no good. What'd you do today, Tenderloin? How's your day? Work, huh? Predictable. I bet you when you were there, you like did your job and shit. You spent most of the day paranoid with life. What ails you this day? I started listening to a podcast earlier today about the health of Americans, and that was not a positive experience. Us Americans, we got a lot of issues. I watched for a little bit, but then I had to turn it off. You know, I didn't want the vibes. No negative vibes. Like, part of you wants to watch. Well, you want to listen, even if there's scary truths out there. it's beneficial to be aware of them. In a situation where you could perhaps like alter your behavior or something, or there's some information that's useful. So you know, you want to watch the scary shit, because like what if there's some good shit in there you're gonna miss out on? And then, you know, what if they say at the end, like, all you really have to do to stay healthy is just eat 3 blueberries a day? And you're like, well, glad I listened, because that's no problem, because I love a blueberry. And it's a bit of a sacrifice, but I think I can manage 3. So you gotta hold in there a little bit. But sometimes it's just all depressing. And then you're like, well, shit. Wish I could unsee all that stuff. It's too late. Because ignorance is bliss, that's for sure. Yeah, that'll do it. You'd like to go back to where we didn't know anything? Yeah, I'm totally with you on that. All the way back to the womb. That's. I was, if I recall, quite content prior to being born. You're right about that. That was a good time, or it wasn't, but I don't remember. I'm overworking these hills, goddammit. We gotta move on from the hills. Yeah, there's lots of scary things out there. But thankfully, now we're in the sanctuary of art. And nothing's scary in art. It's just an exploration of the human condition. And you're free here to experience whatever you wish. And today we're on the moon, you know? Isn't that great? Nothing scary on the moon, probably. Can you imagine if there was like monsters on the moon? That'd be scary. Cause like it'd feel like they'd be looking at us, you know? Cause they're right up there, you know what I mean? Are they looking? There's creatures. Another thing about the state of the world, you know, back in the day, there's a lot of scary things, but it was like bears. At least, you know, like there's a bear right over there. The problem today is there's so many unknown things. Discover a new thing every day to be scared of. It's no good. Promise I'm almost under the staying hill. Come on, hill. Probably okay. It's probably fine. There had to have been one good thing today, Tenderloin. What was one good thing? Hit me with that. You got paid? Solid. Okay. That's good. I'll share with you something that I've recently discovered, which has brought a smile to my face. Well, before you run, I'll just tell you. Of course, you're aware of the band Necrogoblicon. There's a lot of fun things in the Necrogoblicon universe I wasn't aware of, which I've recently discovered. We can talk about it later. I mean, I know I saw him. I got a quick chuckle out of my first experience, but if you do a deep dive, well, he's doing a podcast. The Goblin. He's doing a podcast, and it's not bad at all. It's real great. Honestly, it's surprisingly competent and well done. So I recommend you tune in to the Goblins podcast. Quite a career pivot from metal music to podcasting. You wouldn't think it'd be so easy. Sounds good, man. I'll be on for a while. Not gonna say a time, but we got work to do here, so. Later, skater. The Necrogoblicon. Alright, I gotta do these hills. I'm gonna be very excited to be done with these damn hills in the background. Suck. For some reason, they're just difficult. Is it fine? I think it goes up more. I feel like it does. It's like a hillier hill.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Okay. Like, fine. It's not great. It's fine. Adequate. Let's lay in some more here. Let's see. You haven't been on here for a while. In here for a while? I haven't been here for a while. So, that's on me. Welcome back. You've been on hiatus. But no longer. We got many things to paint. Many different moons, actually. Still space stuff. No surprise. We've gotten some better at faces recently. Ooh, yeah, I mean, well, like, what's harder than faces? So, it's a good thing to tackle. It's quite difficult. It never really gets easier, either. Hands and hair are very hard. I think that's true, but with hands and hair at least, there's like a certain logic to how hands and hair are like work. So like at least there's like hope to understand the anatomy and all that shit. And then once you get that down, you can paint anyone's hands and anyone's hair. But like a face, it's gotta be like that person, you know? If you're trying to do a likeness, it's way too hard. I just try I've tried to avoid that. To be honest, it's too much work. When I was painting my cats in Space series, I wanted it to be a specific cat. I wanted it to be my friend's cat. I'm like, I'll paint your cat. And then I got into it and I was like, never mind. I can't even paint the same cat. Cause like, the facial structure, it's so like particular. Even the slightest subtle like change and you can recognize who it is, even with a cat. You're just learning to draw in a certain style you like. It's a good move. Styles, you know, once you get a good style, that's where it's at. I don't really have a style. So I'm a little jealous of people who develop a style. I just sort of try to paint what I'm looking at. Although I am actively attempting to loosen up, which I guess does qualify as a stylistic choice. But like, the way to do it is just like, it seems so technical. It's like, how do I loosen up? Or just paint quicker. Or something, you know, there's no like magic to it, and I'm not sure I've succeeded yet. You do need to have references though. Yeah, that's you're not gonna get any guff from me for that. I'm 100% reference based. You can really go either way, you know, but I mean, if you go in the direction of not needing reference, it's like you're veering towards like cartoon land, I think, like cartoonist. And that's just a whole different set of skills to learn. You gotta learn like anatomy and like just practice drawing stuff from your mind a lot. That's like, I feel like you either gotta go one way or the other. Like, that takes so much work. You gotta commit to that. So, references are good. How are you gonna know what it looks like if you don't have a reference? Is there a stigma to reference? I don't think there is, right? If there is, then it's duty. It's my opinion. Use all the reference you want. It makes more sense if you want to be like an illustrator, right? Because like if you have a cartoonish style, then there is no reference that exists that perfectly captures what you're doing. So you gotta learn all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff to learn. I ain't got time for that. I definitely stay in my lane. But if you're starting out, you gotta find your lane, which is like half the battle. Figure out what your thing is, right? That is the hardest thing, I think, as an artist, is to find your thing. What is your voice, you know? Like what are you doing that's unique to yourself? Because before you have that, it just feels like, you know, there's so many options. It's overwhelming. Starting to get the hang of this. I think I overworked the beginning of it. I think we're figuring out the groove. I'm using reference for this. And I realized right before I started painting that everything's a little too bright in my reference. But I'm too lazy to redo it, my reference, so that's a bit of a challenge for this particular painting, is that I'm having to like modify my reference in my head. Thankfully though, it's the moon, so it's very abstract in its shape. But it's nice to have a good reference. Although the risk is that I forget what I'm doing and I start going back to the reference. Screw it all up. But like I said, forgiving subject matter here. If this was a face, no shot. be way too hard. I've been stuck on this hill here. Yeah, Zucker. Yeah. How's it going? Zukin? It's going well. You just finished some tendies and fries. Sounds delicious. It's a Canadian thing, right? Like poutine? All those craters. In one of my early drafts of this particular painting, I got some feedback, and everybody said it looks like a cookie. The moon, huh? Big cookie. Can you imagine? Maybe that's the secret they're trying to keep from us. It's not cheese. That's what the conspiracy is. They just said it was cheese so we wouldn't be interested. Really, the moon's made of a cookie. They're trying to keep it off themselves. The dang government. Share some moon cookie with the rest of us. You want the cheese? Cheese over cookie? Actually, I might make that choice too, actually, now that I think about it. Cheese does hit the spot. Think of all the cookie. Melt it down and put it on a pizza. You just want pizza. I mean, pizza is the best food. I guess. But what do you eat after your pizza? You need a cookie, right? Like, for sure. Wouldn't it be fun if the moon had its own moon? Are there any moons big enough to have their own moons? Like, how big does a moon have to be? We have a pretty big moon, I think. Like, compared to moons in the universe, I've heard, the scientists have told me. I bet there's a certain size where you can have a moon that's got a moon. Wouldn't that be cute? If our moon had its own little moon, and then that moon had a moon, and it just kept going forever. I'd like that. You can get to the moon, but have you been to the moon's moon? No, you haven't. Do I want Moonception? That's right. Moonception. How many levels does it go? So many. That'd be fun. I bet that's possible. I bet there's a big enough planet with a big enough moon so that it's got its own moon. I feel like it should be possible. Because there's some big honking ass planets, you know, like some of the planets in our solar system are huge and they got like a ton of moons. But I guess I feel like most moons are small. It's probably easier to have a small moon. Yeah, I know I haven't seen Moon running around. Wonder what she's orbiting lately. Overworking my dang mountains again. I got all excited about cheese. Moon stuff. Okay, it's fine. Be nice to see some of our old pals in here at some point. So far we got you, Panda, might be the extent. I do realize, you know, I tend to take 8-month-long breaks, which is a little unfortunate. I feel like I'm gonna do it this time though. This time around. No more 8-month-long breaks. I definitely understand and appreciate the viewing experience. I'm one of you guys too. Whenever I view a streamer and then like they're not on the next day, I'm like, God damn it! How dare you not be on when I wanted you to be on? Son of a bitch. I feel it. If only I could be on all the time. I'd solve that problem. I'm really excited about our last painting that we did because it only took, what, like 2 streams to do? That's progress. Think of all the paintings I could do if it only take 2 streams. We don't like progress? Thought I was in touch. Guess not. Is that a new thing the kids are doing these days? Anti-progress? Should have known. If I make progress and you don't, it makes you look bad. Only in your head. Get out of your head, man. I didn't do shit for 8 months. You're way ahead. Three months? That's less than 8. It sucks though, doesn't it? To be like unable to do stuff and you don't feel productive. I know how that feels. Like, I just want to do it, but I can't. Hate that. You're stuck. The universe has led you astray. But it's meant to be. It's destiny. If you were painting those models, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing now, you know? Whatever that is. And that's, you know, there's always a purpose. The exact seat. Maybe it'll be the most perfect third it could be because you're not distracted. You could finish a project. Who finishes projects? It's ridiculous. I mean, you're making more sense than I thought you would. What's the problem? Sounds like you're just rolling. Why the frustration? Forget what I was doing. Still hate this hill in the middle. This hill sucks. What's wrong with it? Must be violating some certain logical fading rule. It's too much of a... I think there's too much of a highlight on the back side of it. Is that better? like it's not. Sometimes it's like the subtlest thing that just takes you out of it. It screws everything up. Is that the problem? It's not dark enough? Plausible. There's a plausible explanation. Alright, moon people, we must take a quick restroom break. It's about that time. Don't go anywhere. Keep your moon boots on tight. And we will return shortly. Don't have any other moon words to use. Well. We back. Intermission concluded. Okay. I had time to reflect there. Go evacuate that spacesuit, just right in their spacesuit. How do you think they do it? I wonder how many times astronauts peed their pants on the moon. It had to have been a certain amount of times, right? Because, like, you know what? You're getting back in the spaceship, unzipping, and letting it hang out there without an atmosphere. What's up, Don? Greetings. What do you think? What's the over or under on 5 times that man has peed on the moon in their own pants? They must have had like some sort of system, right? Inside the spacesuit for the pee. Imagine if you had to go number 2 on the moon, you know? Neil Armstrong there walking down. One small step for man. One giant... Oh no. We have... Houston. Oh, we got an issue. Oh, it smells too. That'd be a disaster. All of our moon money down the drain there. Embarrassing. Right on live TV in front of the Russians. I think though, for reals though, you just pee in your spacesuit, right? Like, I wonder how long it took to get out of the I'm into the lunar lander. First you gotta put on your suit, get in the lunar lander, land on the moon, and then you're walking around and shit, taking pictures, planting flags. And I'm sure you gotta stay hydrated. That's like 3 or 4 P's like a minimum, right? On the moon. Pissing all over the moon we did. That's how you claim your territory, really. Really, we shouldn't have planted a flag. We should have just unzipped and let it loose. Right in a big circle. A smiley face right in the moon dust. USA #1. That's really how you claim your territory, America. Do it better. We can do better. You don't have an answer, huh? You think that's how they screened out the astronauts at first? They had to pass the P test? It's possible. Oh, that's why there's so much competition here to be an astronaut. You know, you gotta be able to perform complex tasks in zero gravity with your britches full of urine. It's harder than it thinks. At first it's nice, but then it gets cold. Did they bury the dookie in the moon dust? Who knows? Who knows what percentage of the moon is poop? That's one of the things we should return to find out and discover. You get a frostbite and weenie? Yeah. Yeah. That's why those astronauts were so weird when they got back. That explains it. The side effects, the unknown side effects. I bet it's pretty weird to actually be up there in the moon. But it's pretty weird. I mean, no one knows. You know what I mean? How could anyone know? No one's been to the moon, obviously. Because how could you? It's so high up there. How are you gonna get up there? No shot. It's good moon material here. I'm about to start some shit with this painting. By the way, this painting's about to start some shit. I'm excited. The Nazis on the dark side of the moon. They did all their important research back there, and then they just like couldn't get back home. Didn't work out. The Transformers are there too? Yeah, right? I remember that one movie with the moon. I mean, the Transformers are aliens anyway, so it's not like that amazing that they were like on the moon. Because they're already aliens. There were some recent some videos I saw on the internet where, you know, some people were like claiming that like there's like aliens, you know. They're saying like we got that new telescope, and they're saying like, oh, there's like something that changed course. We saw like really far away. This must be aliens. It's sad because I just don't, you know, like a few years ago I would have been like really excited, but now I think it's all bullshit. I don't trust anyone anymore. I miss the times when you were like, ooh, aliens, maybe. Bigfoot? Totally, for sure. There's a lot of woods, there's a lot of trees to hide behind. Those were the good old days. Now with the internet and everything's fake. I saw a fake thing today, I think. On the TikTok, it was like a hurricane thing. You know, there's a hurricane brewing, and it was like footage of like a hurricane, like crazy, scary like footage. But it was totally not. There's no way. I mean, the hurricane didn't even get there yet. Where'd you get this footage? Sus. And it had like millions and millions of hits. You know, they're just milking. They're just milking that shit. There's a movie to go to with both of those references, Nazis and Transformers. I mean, I started the topic about peeing in your moon suit. Crazy people welcome. You're fitting right in. Well, I guess, you know what, to be fair, it was Zucker who brought it up. But I ran with it. Gotta give credit where credit's due, Zucker. Sorry. Look at all these craters you could pee into. I think there's enough craters. There's only a few craters in my moon painting, but you get the picture. It is your fault, but in a like a complimentary, I'm giving you credit kind of a way, you know? Like, ooh, imagine when someone cures cancer, it'll be their fault. Just like that kind of thing, you know? You cured cancer, it was your fault. I want to steal your pea thunder, okay? Gotta keep my ego in check. You know what I mean? It's all the way up here on the moon. You get painted again? I put on my moon gloves. That's right, P Thunder. That's my WWF character's name. Thunder Piss. People still watch WWF? I don't know. That hurricane's gonna be crazy though, right? Am I right? Anybody in Florida? Anybody right now in the path of the hurricane just watching me on Twitch? Like a degenerate? Get out, get! Crazy because you know how crazy the hurricane is? The craziest thing is that people are saying that it was the government who caused it. You know a disaster is crazy when people are like, yeah, it must have been the government did that. Have you heard that? Those rumors? I mean, people are stupid, just generally, but I wouldn't have thought that stupid. The government can't get anything done. Imagine if they could whip out hurricanes. I guess there's probably more to the conspiracy. It's like a certain party, not a specific party that I won't mention by name. You made a sound effect recently called Thunder Crap. Is that a giant monster fart sound? So I choose to imagine it. What are you listening to? I thought I turned off vocals. There's one thing I don't like about is musicians talking over me. I will have none of it. Just because they can, yeah. Well, it's just wild. Dude, is that vocals? Fuck, what the hell? I can't, sorry, I couldn't tell. I've mentioned it before. If you'll notice, I'm not wearing headphones anymore because, you know, I want some freedom. Some ear freedom, which means I have a speaker, but it's tiny and it's way across the room. So I can't hear it that well. What? Stop singing. Let's see how this one goes. It's so it is exactly what it should sound like. A thunder fart. Very good. What occasion do you whip that one out? When does the thunder fart arrive? Do I hear humming? Can't tell. It might be safe. Perhaps a better question is, if you have the capability, if you have the power, why wouldn't you continuously wield it? Is this a good point? That's all your stream is, just that. It's happening on loop. It's good stuff. People have slept on stream, you know? You gotta find the meta. Ahead of the curve, you know? I don't have any sound effects. Here's a question for you. What is this new bullshit rewards that Twitch is forcing upon us? Like the on-screen celebration. What is that shit? Like, you can't turn that off. You know what I'm talking about? Jack Tenderloin in the chat with a gifted sub. Thank you, Jack Tenderloin. Oh look, it's Kitty. Thanks, man. It was a good idea. You'll have that sound running on loop and do a separate always on channel like Bob Ross. I don't know what Proco is. What's Proco? Whoever's got the rights to the Bob Ross who's making bank, because there's always people watching Bob Ross. Proco is known for his YouTube streams teaching solid art fundamentals. That sounds boring. But you want to learn things? No, he's got no risk of competition from me. That's for sure. No worries, Proco. You ain't gonna... I ain't gonna steal your audience. No one's learning shit. You better not learn stuff. Now we've got a Twitch channel, huh? It is, I mean, to be real, I do think you could learn how to you could learn pretty easily how to, everything you need to know about art on the internet these days. Back in my day, you had to go to college and shit. But you could just learn it if you got the motivation. That's the trick though. Like the benefit of like school is like you're forced to do it. And that is, you know, there is value to that. Even if you think you could do it yourself, I don't know. Things get in the way. How much discipline do you got? You want liquid art fundamentals? You wanted to start being a liquid artist? You could do it. It's not, it's probably, you probably would enjoy it. It's probably all there is to it is like figuring out the science of mixing paint with different mediums to make different shit happen. It's probably just mixing. But you know, the liquid art, is it art though? It's more of a craft, let's be honest. Is that his face? That's a good face. You'll hear it called YouTube University nowadays. YouTube University, yeah. Well, I haven't learned anything for years, so I'm out of the loop. You want to take famous paintings and put the dried paint back into paint tubes? You want to undo paintings? Paint de-restoration? Could be a new field there. You might be onto something. Old paintings, like they made their paint with like fucking random shit, right? Like they like ground down like stuff they found in the woods. All sorts of weird minerals. Good luck recreating that stuff. You're an unpainter. I like it. Is that a Mars Attacks emote? I like it. It's good. It's a good one. It's a throwback. Classic. I think I had like a book of the art of Mars Attacks, maybe like concept art or something. It's good stuff. Fun fact, Jack Black's first movie, Mars Attacks. He gets blasted by an alien, vaporizes. It's one of those movies where you go back and like, oh, that guy was in it? Oh, you painted it? Nice work. Based on that tiny little square. Great job. It's very small, but it looks good. I know, right? There's a lot of people in that movie where you're like, well, I saw it when I was like, I don't know, 12 or some shit. So like, I didn't know who like Jack Nicholson was. So it didn't leave an impression on me in that way, based on the actors. But also, Jack Black wasn't popular then, so no one would have known. And the lady who gets her head sewn onto a dog. That'll give you nightmares. You may post whatever you like. Post away. Yes, I see. It's got more contrast in the emote version. I like it. Really creepy. Those aliens. They're just a skull with a brain. It's terrifying. Yeah, brain, it's a very complicated pattern. Little gilt things that come off their cheekbones. It's like their endoskeleton is an exoskeleton. It's very strange anatomy. Because they're smarter than us, I get it. Because we're dumb. Stupid humans. Like, So they were just like on Mars the whole time. In the Mars Attacks universe, just up there, just fucking doing their own shit for all of human history, presumably. Just minding their own business. Are there other things? Are there other like Mars animals? What did they eat up there? And then just one day they decide to attack. Why not attack like before we had figured out like planes and guns and shit? Because surely they were more advanced. They had spaceships. So just like like 50 years earlier, we would have been much easier to take out. Or, okay, now I'm remembering. Maybe I got it wrong. Was their motivation was to like make first contact at the beginning, and then we screwed it up. I think that's what happened, right? Like some guy released a dove, and for some reason it offended the aliens to the point where they wanted to destroy us all. Like they didn't do the research that there's fucking birds here. A lot of rust-colored foods, right? A lot of beets, a lot of cinnamon. Yep. That's what will get you a skull on the outside. Definitely not enough fiber. That's for sure. Everybody loves a good apocalypse movie. It's because with modern day life, it's just so mundane. There's no survival. People just yearn to feel alive. And the only way to feel alive is to be vulnerable to death. It's all about contrast. Can't appreciate it without contrast. Also, part of it is like you want to, like, your brain is like, well, we need some data here in case it happens to us. How are these guys going to deal with catastrophe? Maybe we'll learn a thing or two for when we gotta do it. That makes it fun. Speaking of fun, having fun now. You really got to get the groove. Got to get in the groove where you're not overworking things. At the beginning, I really overworked everything. I still could. It's still possible. I stumble upon it occasionally. This part's important here. I should probably get to that, or should I do this part first? I don't know. Do I even have reference for that part? Probably don't. It's gonna get complicated. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's choppy. Thank you, Choppy. Bye, Choppy. Looks like Twitch has got some new features since I've been here last. Twitch is all like, hey man, you should watch out for Choppy. Thanks, Twitch. I mean, I could have figured that out myself, but still appreciate the gesture. We've had problems in here before, you know, with choppies. Okay. Let's see here.
I'm at vantage point. Message from the highest, now it's coming up my mouth. Let it rain down on my body, watch it blossom in a month. With the delay before nobody knows.
I'll do that part last.
Of the art of our souls, let the truth once eat. I'm so ready, I'm so ready, I'm so ready. I'm so ready, I'm so ready, let's surrender.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in, man. Glad you like it. I was on hiatus, but we're back. Back on the streets. We have many things to paint. So, thank you. Good luck with you as well. We back. Kissing again. But enough of this.
Can't find nobody else. There ain't no way you would run her off. Never take a single L when it comes to beauty.
Disconnected? Oh, one of my things disconnected. Don't sweat.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Well, kids, look at that.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Made some good progress today.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Really gotta finish
Had a way to make it work and find
the
another
cookie section tomorrow.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Which is going to be, got some focal points here. It'll take some attention, but we can do it. It's looking okay. All right, well, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good evening. Get some sleep, drink a lot of water, but not too close to bedtime. Made that mistake. Which sucks because like bedtime is when you're the most thirsty. I hate it. Don't forget that. Look at me ending with some sort of positive message, and it turns out to be nonsense. All right, I'll see you around, kids. Peace out.